Anne Burger Slug enters Tim's office.
Uncle is deceased.
Poor fella. When are they burying him?
He's already buried. That's how he died. Funeral folk were burying an old lady and he suffocated in the soil.
How did you hear about this?
Well, he hadn't been active on Slug's app for 5 days. So I asked Aunt Burger Slug if he's okay. She said she saw him in the soil, not moving and not moist.
Not being funny, Anne. And condolences, by the way. But what was he doing in a graveyard? Sniffing around, was he? That's it. Thank you, Burger Slug Anne, for helping me make the decision. I'm not being buried when I die. I do not want your offspring, Anne, coming out for the day to tamper with my tragic remains. I think it's disgusting what you slugs do. Not you, because I employed you, and you're making an honest living as a top dog receptionist. But all your family are a complete drain on society. I'm not granting you a day off for this, Anne. Leave my office now. I'm going to spend the rest of my afternoon rewriting my will. Tim, personal info, age 35, birthplace, Birmingham born, bred and fed, breed, 1/4 jellyfish, 1/2 frog, 3/4 alpha male.
Oh.
Anne Burger Slug, personal info, age 25, birthplace Tyseley. Fun facts. When Anne worked in America, she once tramped on Donald Trump's foot as he stepped out of a yellow taxi in New York City. She swears it was nothing political, but more that when you've got to go, you've got to go. Breed, Burger Slug. An American type of slug which breeds from an excessive amount of burger grease build-up, usually born in the kitchens of fast food restaurants. When they hit puberty, they are typically used to flog burgers on roadsides of remote American locations. Anne is the first British slug of her breed as she was born in TGI Fridays on their launch night in Tyseley. It was 2 for 1 on burgers. She spent some time in America to work as a burger promo girl, but found it too grilling and degrading, so she returned to UK on a boat, then an aeroplane, and then stuck herself to the corner of a Virgin train. This is how she found her way to the office, and she was very much needing toilet on arrival. Michael looks at the painted banners Tim has made for Sue's return from annual leave.
Oh wow, Tim, aren't you the arty one? I left my practice in the late 80s, used to express a lot of political and cultural problems of the time through the medium of poster paint and coloured card. Problem is, babe, there's no money in art unless you want to be a teacher. Oh, and teaching wasn't for you? I did act as a substitute teacher once, sat at the back and got sent out for eating my crisps too loudly. It was like being a student again. I said, stuff this, and I got a people carrier home. Why a people carrier? I always get a people carrier, Mikey boy. Love the leg room and the potential to dance if a banging track comes on. Right, yeah. Oh gosh, the last time I got a cab was back in my uni days. Ever since then, I've just driven around and had the one drink out. Kept my neck out of the sunroof so the police don't see my face too much. I can get trolleyed and it's down to the driver to make sure I'm back safe and sound. My favourite driver is Road Toad. He comes in, pours me a glass of water, squash or something, takes my makeup off and tucks me into bed. Now that's service. Do you know, I did wonder if you wore makeup actually. It's okay, Michael, it's no secret. I wear a cake load of foundation and dust it off with a pat of icing sugar. Both cheeks, pat splat. It just makes me feel more ready to face the day. Being manager ain't easy, Mike. Looking after you fools, always in the public eye. Always scrutinised, the one everyone aspires to be. And on top of that, I've got Sue breaking my heart as if it's a blooming pinata. Broken your heart? Taking annual leave at a critical time in the business, I am beyond betrayed. I know you like her, Tim, but she is entitled to annual leave. She'll be back on Monday anyway, putting the kettle on and fetching her polka dot flask out the car. #manager. Watch how you speak to your manager, please, Michael. I'm getting the impression that you love Sue. Do you love Sue? Tim returns to his office to continue editing his will.
Michael, personal info, age 42, birthplace Daventry, breed worm. Fun facts. Michael once went crazy on a night out in his university days. All he says is it involved a traffic cone and cheap booze. Anne argues that it's a cliché story and that she has had a wilder past with her slimy pole dancing days. Ruth, personal info, age 37, birthplace Bromsgrove, breed human. Fun facts. Nicknamed by Tim as a wench of all trades, she is registered as open to new opportunities on LinkedIn.
Ruth! Yes? I'm going to be frozen, babe. What? Why? Well, they're going to have to do something with me when I die. And that's that. I'm not going to be buried. No. Can't hack it. Don't need these self-righteous, smug little slugs feasting on my body. My memorial patch is not a Toby Carvery. I don't understand, Tim. I'm a little lost. Manager Tim, I don't really know what you're talking about. Oh, dear. When I die, I will be frozen like garden peas. Or more classy, Haagen-Dazs. Can't you just be cremated? It would probably be a bit pricey for your family to put you on ice. I beg your pardon? Well, if they wanted to save a few bob, that's all. An economic disposal. And what is cremation, may I duly ask? It's when they burn you. Ouch. What the hell, Ruth? That is no way to speak to your significant other, your boss. You should take a good look at yourself, babe. It's quite normal, even as humans are cremated. What remains is ashes that your loved ones can keep hold of you to remember you by. I'm not something you find in a souvenir shop, Ruth. I am not a Harrods bear. I'm Tim. I'm Big Boss. I'm so many different things to so many different people. Tim starts singing Ashes to Ashes by David Bowie whilst crying and mourning the idea of his own death.
Ashes to ashes, bum to bucket. We know Major Tom's
Sue, personal info, age 42, birthplace Bournemouth, breed copepod, and that's a Cyclops shark. Fun facts. Sue enjoys a takeaway, Strictly Come Dancing, baking and sitting in the garden reading a bestseller. She has a bit of a crush on Gordon Ramsay.